Hi, everyone. This is Sharon for another self-care you nugget. And so we will continue the last segment of why self-care is so important, of how it helps you in your personal development and as a entrepreneur and business owner. And so, if the last three is decision making, adaptability, and communication. Again, decision making, adaptability, and communication. And again, remember to like and share. Remember to turn on your notification and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And so, when it comes to decision making, self care helps you with your decision making because it helps promote mental clarity for you to make sound choices and wise judgment. It's like, well, how does that help? What does self care need to do with that? One thing I will say, if you're always busy and always running around, and not sitting down or at least taking a breath, because sometimes depends on the situation, you may not be able to really sit down, lay back, and do all that. Definitely take time for that, but meaning like in a given moment you may not. However, the more, especially the more that you sit in silence, sometimes you may need to do it for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, definitely 15, 20 minutes, and even more. But the more regular time that you can sit in silence for 15 to 20 minutes, you will see a big difference. If you haven't started yet, start off at 1 minute, get up to five, and then go in increments until you can meet minimum 15, but I would say the goal is 20. If you could do more than that, do more. For me, in my personal practice, usually a guided meditation, something that I listen to, I can get more than 20 minutes. I can pretty much do 20 minutes on my own, 15 to 20 minutes on my own. But anything more than that, I need guided meditation. And even if there's silence, but there's something about just listening, but especially if it's in person. Definitely in person, whether it's virtual, I'm saying in person, but someone live, should I say, a live event, whether it's in person or virtual. I like those when it comes to, anything, I say up to an hour. It just helps with that. Hadn't gotten to the point of doing it completely by myself for an entire hour. Nah, I can do 15 to 20 minutes. I'm saying all of that, meaning that start where you are, but let that be the goal, because this is what self-care is being able, how in business and entrepreneurship, it's like do those tasks that would move the needle. Same thing when it comes to yourself, not just the needle in the money that you make or the progress that you make in your business, but that because the more that you are able to make adjustments and to make changes, that's going to help you in your personal life and in your work life. And again, the ultimate work life is for it can really be a part of who you are, of your mission, your passion, your vision of who you are, more so than anything else. As they say, if you do what you love, then you're really not working. It's more of play. It's just all the other stuff that comes along with it. And so, again, self care helps you with decision making. Just think about times in your life where you may not have had that many sit down moments with yourself, then it may reflect on the decisions that you've made as well. And again, sometimes with some decision making, it may have to be after a deep breath so you can, like clear your mind and making sure that you saw everything and, So okay, this is A, B, C, D. I have the one, two, three. What can I extract from this to make this decision? Is this a goal for me? Is this a goal for the other person? The other thing is it's for both parties. If there's someone else involved, another company, whatever it may be, can benefit from it. The other thing that self-care helps is adaptability. Even though we're talking about being consistent, showing up on time, having a routine, which is usually the same time every day, which that helps. Because the other thing is you're also training yourself certain things you don't even need to think about. It's just comes natural. But when there are changes, you're able to pretty much adapt to move in a different way of still of being able to be creative, of being able to manage your stress, and being able to make sound decisions. That's what it's all about. And the last one is communication. Is being able to, and when you think about self-care in and of itself, we already know this. We already tell people to speak your truth. And I really feel like if everyone is speaking their truth from their heart, not when their feelings get hurt or they feel offended or they're triggered and it activates you to react in a certain way, but by you continually to practice, what are in your thoughts, what are in your heart. Is this the best situation for myself? Am I benefiting of it? Are you benefiting of it? Because usually, if only one person is benefiting of it, it's probably not a good idea. And this is in family, friendship, businesses, whatever it may be. Whew. And so, when it comes to self care, when it comes to communication, it's for you to practice. And remember, the four pillars of self care, this definitely comes into play because a lot of times, even though we can be self aware of something, but to be able to have the courage and able to have the thing that you need, and even to have empathy for someone else. So, in saying that, it allows you to have self expression, to articulate your thoughts and feelings. Has there been any time that, on a personal basis, on a business basis, that you feel like that you had not been able to articulate? Now, there's a time and place for that, meaning, are you able to adapt? This is the right time and place, but you can't do that too often. If you see yourself doing that too often, that's something that needs to be worked on. So part of self-care is to be able to practice. If there's someone you need to talk to, it could be a really deep issue that may need to be addressed with the therapist. Or can you go to a life coach to help you with that as well? Because definitely, and this is one of the reasons I'm like, we all need to have a business mindset. We all need to go towards entrepreneurship because it really helps you to develop your personal self. It's almost like the way it should be anyway, to be able to be honest, to be able to talk about things and not get offended, where you can really see, again, you can have that empathy for someone. So, okay, I can see where they're coming from when it comes to this perspective. You know, there are times I can remember, and we feel it, and sometimes they don't. I understand it, but my image, and you could say it's a stereotype of a business person, especially those who are on top, an entrepreneur, that they were, like arrogant or more so, I really always felt like, oh, they don't have no feelings, they don't even consider. But what some of them may not, you know? But as a whole, they do. But this is the best decision that can be made with the information that you have. And with every decision, every single person is not going to be happy. But can every single person pretty much manage the things that was given out to them? Because my job, your job, even as a human, is can I make everyone happy? I can't even make myself happy at times because of the fact there are things that needs to be done. I don't even feel like doing them, but need to do them anyway. Am I happy at the time? No, but at the outcome, yeah, for the most part. And so, in saying that, I am saying that this is where self care comes to be. It's for you to be able to articulate the things that need to be, for you to be able to have the confidence, the courage, the comfort for what it is that you need to do so you can be comfortable. Sometimes it may not even be about confidence, even though they can kind of go hand in hand, but it is more so about you having been comfortable. So self care could be what do I need to do to make myself comfortable in expressing myself, of having the confidence to articulate what needs to be said. Oh, I have this ideal. Can we negotiate this? Again, you see where, the personal professional development goes hand in hand. This is why self care is so important. So you can educate yourself, so you can study yourself, so you can make yourself better and not just when something happens to be reactive to it, you know? And so take these things and look and see where you are with decision making, adaptability, and communication. So let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like and share. And also remember we have the R practice, the R practices. And these are practices in which there's breathing exercises, there's movement, there's dancing, there's different things that you can do to either boost your energy or to settle your mind and your body to give you what you need in that given time. And you can do these things throughout the day. So there's an ebook that you can get, or you can get the ebook and the practices that has the demonstrations of how you do these things. Because the more that you are doing something to settle yourself or to energize yourself, and not just going, around the motion, thinking, oh, I need to rest, when I get home. You can take a minute rest right now, with the breathing. And even when it comes to breathing, there's types of breathing in which can settle you, or types of breathing that can energize you. At the end of the day, it gives you what you need so you can have clarity in making the decisions that need to be made so you can easily adapt and not be freaking out and all that stuff. But anyway, this is Sharon, the number one caregiver in the world. And also remember to join the Facebook group Self Carepreneurs. Pretty much people who are entrepreneurs who have a focus of taking care of themselves, who are dedicated or at least has a mission, and know that self-care is the way of life. It's all about you. So take care.